Hello everyone, this is Heroes Trivia. Welcome back to another round of 8 matchup here in the third season of our Subscribers Game tournament, as we have Peanuts taking on Will Be Deed for their second match, and now Peanuts on the defense side after losing out on a tough game 1, where he sort of threw away his advantages by initiating a bit too early before exhausting his ranged weapons. But we'll see how he bounced back here, and we're going to start things off with the pig ban phase. And looking at the bans this time, starting with Will Be Deed banning out Sima Yi, answered by Huang Fusong, Xu Huang, Cao Cao, Diao Chan, and Wu Tugu. So definitely favoring strategists here. Will Be Deed is banning out both Sima Yi, which has Whitewater, and Diao Chan with the Heavenly Grace, and also a strong general in Xu Huang. Then for Peanut's side, he's banning out potential Unbreakable Defender of Empire from Huang Fusong, very strong general in Wu Tugu, and Cao Cao, which is a general that he personally favors, so he rates him quite highly here. But this does leave open a very powerful pick, as Will Be Deed picks Cao Ren. He's the first player to get Cao Ren on the attacking side, and I'm afraid that's going to be a lot of trouble for Peanuts to handle, because with Cao Ren, the attacker can poke with the generals, back off, hide in the forest, outside, anywhere they want, heal up, and rinse and repeat, and there is not much the defense can do. All you can hope for is for a very decisive battle. Now, I see the reason why the ban on Diao Chan, because the play could be to freeze him in place and snipe him out. Of course, Liu Zhang is still a possibility. You can answer it with Liu Zhang to get ceasefire and kill Cao Ren, but it's much more difficult with ceasefire. Diao Chan is much more of a guaranteed snipe on one character. The answer of Lu Bu is quite nice, very powerful general, nothing wrong there. And that leads us to Peanuts ban of Zhang Jiao, and it's answered by Mu Lu. So once again, decent unit being banned through the generals. Messenger of Heaven from Peanuts, and for Will Be Deed, we're banning away elephants. And then looking at the picks, Peanuts gets first pick here, picking up Wen Chou, which is interesting, I guess, since Cao Ren is a commander. The roar would not be that useful. And in terms of health and general strength, Wen Chou is decent, so not a terrible pick here. It's answered by Zhang Bao from Will Be Deed. So this is another pretty telegraphed play, as Zhang Bao will bring Yao Guai Hunters, which will be an invisible poison unit that will sort of harass the enemy infantry, also provide decent sight. Definitely a very powerful choice, but essentially you know what Will Be Deed want to do now. And for the last part of the ban, we can see Will Be Deed taking out Liu Zhang, as he does not want to give Peanuts any tool to snipe away Cao Ren and want to execute his infinite heal strategy. And I wonder if Peanut can answer that with his final pick, because he's just going to straight up ban out Yan Baihu, which is fine. You take away a very annoying general, you don't have to go strategist on the defensive side, and you're hoping that Will Be Deed is forced to take a strategist on his side to give himself trebuchets. And that leaves us the final pick for both sides, as Will Be Deed is going to go with Huang Shao again. So as a healer, he can pick up trebuchet on Huang Shao. That is actually quite good. Also has the surprise attack to hide Cao Ren and heal. And for Peanuts, he's going with Sun Ren. So we're looking for a really good Heart Seeker here. Double Vanguards is kind of dangerous. A little bit low health here. Sun Ren's not unbreakable unlike Lu Bu, so it's even more dangerous. Perhaps there can be a snipe on Cao Ren with Heart Seeker. That would be really good if that can happen. But the damage is not going to knock him out immediately, so it's not really good for forcing a showdown, and he can technically just heal back whatever damage that lands. So I don't really know what Sun Ren can do in this situation. Poke damage doesn't really land, or alternatively, you can go with someone like Liu Chong. So basically, infinite poke versus infinite heal. Technically, in that situation, infinite heal will probably still win, but if you whittle down the units with Show of Force, then at least as he wastes his time healing his generals, you can kind of erase some of those unit disadvantages. But Sun Ren as a pick here, a little bit baffling. I think Peanuts having a little bit issue with the pick ban phase, as his Ma Chao pick last time is also not really something that works out. You are going with 2 Vanguards on defense. The unit choice is also going to be an issue. I'm guessing we'll see some Tiger Guard from Sun Ren, which will bring some guard passive. but it doesn't solve the problem of Torrent, which is going to be the big headache here as he slipped through in that first wave of bans. So let's see how this one actually plays out, but first let's see their units. And looking at the units here on WoBD's side, we have quite a few infantry. So 4 veteran Northern Saber users, 2 veteran Lance Cavalry. We have 1 Yaoguai Hunter, some Jiazi Riders from Yellow Turbans. Not sure what those are for. They're not particularly cheap, but they're okay. You only get 16 units per group, which is a big problem. And then we have Vulnerable Wu on Wang Shao, so no trebuchets. He's going to enter by maybe knocking down a gate. Maybe using some of the siege weapons provided, like Siege Tower and Ram. Vulnerable Wu uses poison damage, 2 Chanters to boost damage, and 2 Militia Virtue as unbreakable unit. Interesting army comp. It's not very strong in my opinion. I think it's going to heavily weigh on how well Torrent can heal the other 2 generals. It's not a very strong general combo to exploit Torrent, but Torrent alone is pretty scary as well. There's no smash ability that's really good on the generals, which is the main problem. Then for Peanut's side, we're going with a very skimpy army. We have a lot of cheap cavalry, which I don't know how they can be used on defense. Maybe he's charging out actually. Spear warriors? Yeah, the only thing I can tell from the unit is he's probably charging out to fight outside because he has 1 handmade guard for the passive, which I guess makes sense because if you're up against Torrent, you want to fight right away and try to kill him. If you can kill him, it's fine. You fall back into the settlement with Lu Bu and Vengeful, and maybe Sun Renshi stays healthy, and you try to defend using generals and towers. At that point, Lu Bu with the smash, with the Dragon Gauges, can hold down the fort. Not sure if the cheap cavalries are going to get the job done though, so we'll see how that plays out given the unit looks quite disparaging on both sides in terms of WoBD with so many units versus so few from Peanuts. And hopping into battle here, it doesn't look like Peanuts going for the charge outside. I mean, I can see that he doesn't know where exactly the enemy forces are. No, actually he knows. He sees this. This unit is exposed. This is the mind game again. So you show them 1 unit to convince them that you're not there. And in turn, they can't place all the Siege Bastion weapon in 1 location. There's another one here, but he clearly doesn't believe this one because there's nothing being placed here. He's actually gambling over here, thinking they're going to be here. Because, I guess, I don't know because what, or this side. I mean, there's some units placed at each gate. I like these mind games. It feels like, you know, you show them this and you show up here and kind of play them. It does look like a charge out, but he's not keeping all the forces together, which is going to be kind of weird. Yeah, the match length does not bode well for Peanuts because the longer it goes, that means more heal for Torrent here. Alright, so let's see which units get shown. Maybe just the 2 Militia of Virtue. Be quite wasteful to charge them out though. They're not going to make it. This is going to burn down this structure. Or maybe not actually. The first hit completely whiffed. And they're not firing right now. I don't know why they're not firing the second shot. He's being turned off? Why not shoot at this thing? Yeah, shoot at this thing. Burn it. Yeah, they're not going to destroy it actually. The cavalry's come out looking for that decisive fight. Massive amount of infantry. The other cavalry's being pulled back slowly. Not all of them. I mean, just Dragon Gaze this guy. Buy some time to burn it down. Alright, Yaoguai Hunter is invisible. Until they have snipe, so I mean when they fire, even with snipe you see where the green arrows come from. You can go charge that. Alright, there's no point charging this. Hit this and then hit Dragon Gaze. Don't switch targets. Why? Okay. I mean, this unit's also not placed correctly. They're trying to chase down the poison, getting reverse charged. Suren's over there. Lu Bu is 1v3 here in a very messy situation. Dragon Gaze? Yeah. And then get out? Surin should snipe. Don't charge over here. We got mass dismounting. Maybe just disengage. Surin got the slam in, but disengage. We have an answer. Basically Lord of the Land. It's not a very good ability. Yeah, there's no point to fight them. There's no smash ability, just get out. They're fighting with very little, but if you go all cav, like there's not much else you can do, but throwing them into more premium cavalry and generals probably not going to get things done. The roar doesn't really do much there. They landed. They're going to take out the siege weapon. They're not even responding with the spear warriors. The spear warriors should be a charging unit. They don't have much defensive stat to speak of, and if they're placed inside like this, they're kind of useless. Cavalry's in a tough fight here. They need to target Tauren. Like, throw everything at Tauren here, or else they're going to lose. Lu Bu is clearly going after Zhongbao for some reason. Or unit now. It's unbreakable. Oh, this is not. There was an unbreakable unit that he was fighting. Where did that militia virtual get wiped? Oh no, there's two left. Ooh. I don't understand the target on Zhongbao though. He's unbreakable. He's gonna get healed up to full. Alright, Surin's done. Lu Bu is very injured. Fighting a lot of infantry. Lin Chou is still chasing Zhongbao. This cavalry hasn't been used since the beginning. It's not gonna make a difference. And we got Militia Virtue fighting Spear Warriors that didn't get a charge off. Surin's trying to bounce back, but I don't think she's gonna bounce back. Alright, a lot of tower damage on the enemy cavalry. That's definitely good. They should have pulled them in a bit more before they fought. This is like charging way too deep. Yaogui Hunter's still on reserve. I mean, they almost killed Zhongbao, but if they don't kill him fully now, it's kind of pointless. So might as well commit, or else he's going to heal back to full. But all that damage should have been done on Tauren. Alright, another roar. That's fine. People's coming in for a slam. They're doing a great job on the units, but that's not the problem here. Alright, double slam. Currently unbreakable for a while. Lu Bu needs to get out. They're on foot. Get a charge in. Now they're hitting Tauren. Okay, that's good. But they can't really fight here 3v1 on foot. Surin, just stay away. Shoot. Oh, nice, nice. Ah, didn't get it off. She didn't need to come close to shoot. She can be anywhere. Super unfortunate. Oh, maybe another one? Do we have enough cooldown for another shot? They're assaulting the main gates. There's no good way to get in. Why don't they use the siege tower? This is a tough choice here as well. They're all in turtle, so they're not. I mean, not all in turtle actually. Surin's been sent back. The heal is starting to come out. Why doesn't Surin just wait for another? I think she's done. I assume Lu Bu died kind of off screen there. No doubt to cavalry. So Surin's also dead. They didn't get the kill on Zhongbao. This is pretty hopeless. Zhongbao should just sit in the back. Let Surin heal him, let Tauren heal him up. Surin's dead. Well, Surin's gonna die. Well, she bounced back, but -1. Alright. There's no reason to risk Zhongbao here. Alright. Now Surin's gone for good. I think that's like the 4th time she routed off. 3 point. He doesn't need to join this fight. Yeah, all those infantry, they're climbing the siege tower now. Good. They're opening the gate. There is a spear warrior waiting for them. Spear warrior should just charge into them. There's also towers, so this is gonna be rough. Vengeful can help clear this unit. They can't really chase, the tower's killing them, so that's fine. It's good kiting. These Spear Warriors, not sure. I mean, they can beat the Militia Retreat in a fight just because Militia Retreat does like very little damage, but then again, they don't have too much armor, so it balances out a little bit. What is WBD doing? Why are the generals being sent through all these towers? They don't have Stone Borg on. Are they trying to break a gate away from Vengeful? They don't need to do this. Yeah, use Stone Borg, just sit in the back, heal up, let the Poison Arrow do things. If Vengeful comes back, you hit Vengeful. Surprisingly, as bad as things are, I think Peanuts has a shot just because he still has a lot of the towers on the inside. There's not a lot of good ways for them to advance, and there's not a... I mean, the spamming and the healing is happening, but it's a slow process. For this ability, it's 60-second duration and then 120-second cooldown, so it's 180-second cycles, and it's not a huge heal, so he's not going to get back, and he's getting lower and lower. The tower's killing him. If Peanuts can regain control of these towers and clean up these units, so Vengeful doesn't need to harass them. Vengeful just go kill the units, get the towers back, and don't provide them an easy way entering, and I think it's still possible. Although, I'm not sure. It's still rough when Sauron can just heal forever. I don't know what WBD's general are doing, just patrolling outside, getting showered by every tower possible to shoot one shot back. Oh, there goes Zhangbao. That's a shame. There's no reason to do this. Alright, Vengeful's back, dismount, go slam. They're not even being commanded. I think currently WBD's in shock that he lost a general. To no one's surprise, by running them across towers. And also running his cavalry around. Same thing, they're all gonna die. They're bashing the gates now. Why send Yaoguai hunters up on the wall? These are invisible snipe unit that can sit outside and shoot anything they want, yet they go into melee. Super puzzling. Super puzzling. They're gonna break the gates open and then what? Take the towers? Alright, so now 120-second cycle before they can heal again. He's close to full, 2k off. What is he doing? What are they? Look how little damage they did with their little swords to the gates. And now they're gonna climb without horses. Gave up the damage because it's so low. There's not much damage on swords. Grappling hook? No? Yep, grappling hook. Well, Vengeful is having a sweet time killing units, which is great. I would actually keep the Spear Warriors over there instead of fighting the two generals and get killed. They can, or hold this point. Put them here. So the towers at least hit them and they can't capture the towers. Vengeful can kill all these. Like, this is the only tough unit they have to fight. Vengeful can slam that. Why does he go on walls? It's been sent off to go help over here. I don't know about going up to fight them. The problem here is, look at the arrow damage. It's going to kill a lot of these Spear Warriors. Because there's a lot of arrows and they're going to miss. He dismounted his Jatsu Raiders too. Alright, trying to kill these. They got the gates, they're letting them in, but they're in already, that's fine. Alright, this is good damage. The problem is Haren. Someone to kill Haren. Vengeful has to kill Haren. Vengeful dismounts, fights both, kills Haren. That's the only win condition. The Spear Warrior's not doing anything. Dismount. Just dismount. He's gonna die eventually. He has good range block chance, but he's dead. He's gonna die. Oh, they're healing again. He could get friendly fired on. Okay. Alright, they're just running away. You see friendly fire kills by the tower? That's good. Just leave them alone. Let the tower kill them. Or send Ventral after them. Basically hunt down Torrent. That's the goal. Alright, they're still fighting over here. I mean, Spear Warrior is probably gonna win. I mean, they don't have their horses. They can control the gate again. They can't really get back to their horses. And then, yeah, Ventral gets mounted and just can put out fires before they can. Kill these 2 units. Oh. Try and target him. We can speed this part up a bit. They're not going to do too much. Yeah, clean up the units real quick. The Yaogwai Hunter never needed to enter. It's basically giving it away for free, just like those Jatsu Riders. Alright, they're coming off the wall. Huh. Looks like Huang Shao's stuck. They recaptured the gate. Okay. He's unstuck now. Ventral killed all the units. So he did that. So it's basically 2 Spear Warriors, Ventral versus 2 Generals. Everything else is killed. You can probably capture this again, just wait it out. They'll be full health. So 40k, 25k, 65k health total versus 42k health. More damage on Ventral for sure, and 2 units to kind of disrupt any sort of attempts, and then also not castle, but tower damage. Pretty stalemate situation. I mean, Will Be Deed's job is basically just to remount at this point, just run away for a bit and heal, come back at full health. Don't chase, actually. Yeah, Defender just have to wait it out. Since Soren's not dead, there's just not much you can do. I wouldn't run him around, just fatiguing him. Does he think they're sneaking over here to hit the gates? There's no chance. Look at what he hit it for so long, 4% damage. They can't get in like that. Capture all the towers. So that, you know, the city is basically intact. This is the only thing that they can climb through. They're near full health. 1k away here and 3k away here. 1 more heal, basically. They're going to go invisible. They're going to hack the door again. Yeah, it's slow. They got their last heal in. They're going to be both full health after this. 8%. 2v1. Where are the Spear Warriors? Why don't wait for the Spear Warriors? You have to fight decisively because you get 1 shot. If you don't kill Torrent, they heal back again. You lost whatever health you have. The tower's your best friend. Just dismount. Dismount and fight them. They can't fight you with a tower shooting at them. I think Peanut's trying to pull one into the gate and use the gate bug to shut the door on one and then be a 1v1 fight. Which is sneaky. But I don't think Will Be Deed's falling for that. Well, they're gonna heal up again. He's 1k missing, he's 2k missing. But don't fight too far away, just fight right here. So you can go back if things go bad. But you really want a decisive fight, and here would be perfect. Or inside. This will be even better, but they have to get in first. And then you run the risk of them getting in and then running around 2 people looping to the victory point, which is another problem. I guess best solution is put these 2 guys on the victory point, dismount, or actually keep him mounted for now, and offer a fight in between 4 towers. So whenever they do come in, whichever way they want to come in, they're also permanently fatigued because they did climb this. I don't care what the indicators say. I think once you climb walls, you're fatigued for good. They probably can't beat Ventral 2v1 in the middle of the tower. You still have a bow as well. But right now, damage is pointless. It has to be a final showdown type of thing. Okay. Are we waiting for the last heal? We're waiting for the last heal. And they show up. They're going to switch gates. It doesn't matter which gate they switch to. I would just keep these two in the center. No need to run around. And then Ventral can just wait. Let them break a door. Like, show me how you can get inside the city. Because I maybe push the ram. Why fight here? Yeah, unless you want to decisively fight, there's like... Unless Ventral wants to fight. Ventral doesn't look like he wants to fight, right? So whatever charge out he does is risk that he gets hit by an arrow by accident, lose whatever health he loses, he can't get back. Whatever health they lose, they can get back. So just don't go outside. Let them show you how they can come in. They're going for the battering ram. Which general's going to push it? Right? There's no way for them to come inside. They hit so little. And they got the heal, but they hit so little against the gate. Just sit here. Let them break it. What can they do? Yeah, I don't understand this charge out. I also don't understand why Will BD runs away from the charge out. Just hit him. Hit him twice and then run away like this. He's not going to chase you. Like, if he wants to get in, this is a way. But you don't keep your horse if you use this. So Will BD's probably going to end up using this. And it's also interesting how they have to dismount to push it, but he probably want to keep the horse and have the flexibility of capturing the middle, which is being protected by the spear guard, which is an excellent choice. So he's going to rotate. Yeah, that's probably what I will do too. Dismount the horse ahead, push a little, get on the horse, switch persons, and then do it again and again until you get the horse with the generals up close to the gates. It's costly because the tower's going to hit you. You have a long way to push. I don't know why Peanuts is so worried about letting the generals in. Okay, this is a decisive fight. He's going to dismount. He's not dismounting. He lost 4k health there. Lost another 2k. Okay, he's just getting hit. I don't understand this. What are these units gonna change? Nothing. And watch, with this, so many of the units will get killed by the tower. Yeah, dying. Ventral lost half of his health. Barely did anything back. And look at these towers. Absolutely murdering your own units. Yeah, they're all gonna get killed by the towers. They don't even need to heal at this point. It's over. I don't understand the lack of dismount if he's going to go for a fight. Also, why not let them push the tower inside? Just this way is pretty difficult, and they're committed to fighting you, which is exactly what you want them to do. You don't want them to keep hiding. You have to fight them at full health anyways. So whatever poke you take is just you losing out. And instead of fighting something like right over there, this is just brutal. Because all the tower is doing is just killing your own units. Ventral is not unbreakable. Ventral's gonna army loss here. Yeah, it didn't really come down to infinite healing because they were pretty topped off. Obviously, the threat of infinite healing forces your hand, but not in this sense. Like, the whole settlement's still in one piece. They have a hard time getting through this. Keep the 2 spear guard here. sit Ventral here, let them open that gate. Like, sure, they can maybe one run this way, one run this way, and just try to get to the point. Then you just run Ventral back here and have the showdown here. It's a much fairer setup than this, because you end up just killing all your unit with the outside towers. You don't want your units anywhere near the towers, just because it shoots 4 arrows per side. It's just going to kill a lot of your units. That's just the way it is. Just offer them a pretty long runway to get to you, and whatever arrow hit, that's a benefit for you. 1k health gone here, 1k health gone here, and you can even things out. And when you get the fight here, it's going to be whatever it is, it's the best you can get, and just try to win that. Because you let Tauren slip through the bands, the attacking side picked him. Not much you can do at that point, especially since I don't think the general picked what kind of targeting Tauren situation. Sun Ren is not the answer. So, pretty good match here. Congratulations to Will Be Deed, as he'll be the last person to advance. And looking at the numbers here, units didn't play too big of a role. The Militia of Virtue got a lot of value on top of the wall. Very surprising, actually. The Spear Guards were not really used as they are designed. They are charge units. They don't do well sitting on the wall fighting off whatever enemy comes. They have 7% evasion. They absolutely just get killed. Not really what they're designed for. The charge out was kind of half-baked. You're starting with 3,000 less fund, and you're sending out maybe a half of your army to go out there and fight, and they're all really cheap calves, running into a lot of unit from Will Be Deed, and that just did not go well. But good recovery. Ventral came back in, cleaned up the units here and there. They kept the walls in check. They kept the settlement in check, and was able to wipe out all the units. Unfortunately, the targeting early on was really bad. They went all in on killing Zhangbao for whatever reason, and instead of killing Tauren. Because if they kill Tauren, kept the 2 generals outside, there's no way they win, because Tauren also has Stone Bork, whereas Zhangbao and Huangsha would be kind of useless, and they can't really get into the settlement the same way, and that's an easy win for Peanuts. Unfortunately, it didn't go that way. And with that, we have our top 4 in our semi-final matchup, as we'll take a look at the round 2 results. Yulia takes the win against SA Wangpain. Travinicus beats Beihai Butcher. Sleeping Phoenix forces the forfeit from Lu Meng. And Will Be Deed takes the win against Peanuts. And looking at their seeding, it's going to be reordered for the semifinal round. There's no official bracket set up. We'll still have the highest seed taking on the lowest seed, and the 2 middle seed going at each other. So it'll be Yulia versus Travinicus, and Sleeping Phoenix taking on Will Be Deed. And how the semifinal will work is we're going to go back to open fields, but we're going to play with terrain advantages. And typically, in all past seasons, I have picked all the maps for the tournament. Now the contestant themselves can pick one map. So how it will work is it still be a best out of 3. All 3 battles will be open field battles. The first 2 battles will include a pick ban phase, and each player gets to pick one map. So for example, in Yulia versus Travinicus match, Yulia is a higher seed. We'll play the map that she selects first. She can pick the map, she can pick the weather, the setting for day and night, as well as the season, and she picks which side of the map she wants to be on. Attacker side or defender side, she informs me beforehand, and Travinicus also picks a map. Once they both send in their maps, coordinates, and settings, I will tell both of them what each have selected, and they have at least 1 day to prepare before they actually play their matches. But the idea is you want to pick a map that favors your side in terms of terrain, and you design an army comp around that. There is still the chance to beat it because there is still the pick and ban phase. So there's certain things that look very apparent, like a lot of forests. Maybe you want to ban out some of those stalker generals, the bandits, or particular type of unit, open plain elephants, downhill charge, all sorts of things. I'm looking forward to what each player bring with their individual map. Now, if both players are tied after playing their maps, then we go to the waterfall map that was used only once in this round, and we'll play our 3rd game as a blind pick to see who comes out ahead in our semifinal matchup. Interesting note, the semifinal matchup here are rematches from our group stage, as Yulia and Travinicus both comes from Group D. They're the 1st place finisher and the 2nd place finisher, as well as Sleeping Phoenix and Will Be Deed, who both comes from Group A. So Trevenicus took his only loss in Group D against Yulia, and Wilby D had his only loss against Sleeping Phoenix. So kind of interesting that we're getting that rematch, chance for revenge for these lower seeds, and we'll see what our finals bring once the semifinal completes, as that will be coming in the coming days. I'll post the schedule either in the pinned comment below or in the community post. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to the matches ahead, and I'll see you all then. Bye!